Alright, first task of the day was to remove the sump. So sump is done, and I went to remove the pickup, the oil pickup. However, these bolts came off a-okay. However, that there just spins and spins and spins. So what the washer part stays, it's fixed, sorry, and the nut just spins and spins and spins. It's not going anywhere. So, and that there didn't match the one that came off there. So I'm guessing that they've bodged something up and broken it, or whatever the case may be. So I've got to now figure out how to get this off, and so I can move forward. So this is going to be a little tricky. So I'm not too sure what to do here, but I'll go speak to someone who knows a bit more about this stuff than me and get a clue. Alright guys. Alright, good news. That thread there was completely stripped. So I've got to find out whether that can be repaired. I don't know whether you guys can see that properly or not. What I did, I got a socket on there, and I basically levered it to one side, and then off it came. So that worked really nicely. So like I said, I don't know whether that thread can be repaired or whether it's going to need a new piece put in, but we will find out. So here's the bottom end, guys. Now I've still got to get a magnet and go through the oil to see if there's anything suspicious in there. See if you can see. I don't know whether that's going to come up, but there's some chunks missing out of the bottom of that crank. Don't know whether you can see that, if that's coming up or not. I don't know whether that's just bad casting or that's something's happened in the past. But I mean, the engine ran, there was no knocks or anything like that. Don't know whether you can see down there to where the pistons are. Alright, now that that's off, need to start cleaning everything up. So I've got a very filthy sump and crank guard, I suppose you could call it, sump guard, crank guard, and the pickup. So I need to get in and start cleaning that stuff up now. Alright, next task, let's move on. Okay, job now is to start cleaning all these bits. So I've got some more degreaser. Now that is fairly, hopefully that's coming through okay. That inside of that sump is absolutely putrid. That is full of gunk. So, mission now is to go through and get it all clean. And the outside of the sump isn't too bad. So, sorry about that crap footage. Yes, I'll go through and start cleaning all this stuff now. Alright, all the sump and the sump guard have all had a wash down with the degreaser and brush, which has done a pretty good job. So that's cleaned that one up pretty good. Now I'm just going to go over it with some hot water and some good old dishwashing liquid and give it another once over, and then start scraping off all this crud, which I have made a start, but I want to get all that cleaned up, so we'll do that now. Alright, sump came up really good. I'm really happy with how that came up. Nice and clean. Now, I will show you this side. I've cleaned up, I've gone along and scraped off a lot of the gunk, but there's these little dipped sections in there, which I'm not too sure how to get that stuff out or whether to leave it. So if anyone thinks this needs to be cleaner, or any suggestions on how to get into there and clean that up, just let me know. But look, I'm really happy with how the sump came up. Got all the gunk out. Look, there's a tiny little bit of, let's see if you can see it. Little bit of gunk still left in there, but nothing that I'm really concerned about. It's heaps better than what it was, so that's fantastic. Now, for the next piece, So this came up really good, the sump guard, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. That came up nice. Once again, guys, a little bit of black stuff on there, the old Scholastic, whatever. I'm not too worried about it, but if that does need to come off, just let me know. And any suggestions on how to do that. I just didn't want to get any pits or grooves in the finish. So that's how that one came up. Really happy with it. Okay, now something else I did get a start on and start working on, and that is the rocker covers. So I just started getting into these with the drill. First I started on the bench wheel, and then progressed to the drill and just started cleaning the gunk off, the old paint, stickers, all that kind of stuff. So I've still got to get in here and clean up the old gunk, but not too worried about that at this stage. So I'll keep cleaning these up and get them to a nice shiny finish. Look, I'm not going to bother going to like a polish finish, but yeah, I'm happy with how they're coming along. So it was just a quick once over, and a lot more work to do on these to get them to where I want, but yeah, that's where we're at. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Look forward to you guys catching up on the next videos. Thanks guys, see ya.